Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to MBTV. I'm Captain Last, Community Manager at Tailworld Entertainment, joined by my regular co-host of the Cool Gaming Bros. It is E-Man. How you doing tonight, E-Man?
Hi there, Lust. I'm excited to be here.
You're excited?
I'm excited to have shown up. I apologize to you and the viewers for last time's little fiasco, but
Oh,
the past is the
forgot
past,
about it already.
my friend. Right
Forget
now
about
is
it.
the present.
Damn straight. In the present, we have a wonderful Division C match tonight between Fearless and Habichtordern. Both of them losers because they lost their match last week. Each of them did, and as such, are still on 0 points, and that's one of the reasons they've been matched together. In the complicated Division C league, you get matched with... It's like the highest round difference of the same points get matched with the lowest round difference of the same points. It's kind of a crazy system. But, you know, we play a crazy game and live in a crazy world, so it all works out.
Somewhere in that craziness is some order, right? Because that's the whole point of the structure.
There's a logic behind it. You can go and read about it on the forums if you like, because that's how
WNL
you learn
forums
things.
on the Tail World forums.
Absolutely. And well, Tales is a lovely place. I consider it my home, away from home. I like to hang out there and see what people are up to. But this is a bit of a German derby. They're technically not both German teams. Habichtordern is a German team, as you'd expect with a name like Habichtordern. Fearless, though, are... Yeah, exactly. Fearless are...
I love it. I could have sworn I
Fearless are
remember
technically
Fearless.
a European team. You're thinking of
And
Fearless Immortal Noobs, I think.
Am I thinking of what?
Fearless Immortal Noobs.
Oh, yes, I am. These guys
Yeah,
aren't the
that's...
offshoot or the love child? No.
No, that was Sotomersu's Finnish clan. But that's the reason they're called Finnish, like Fearless Immortal Noobs. It's like FIN, which is Finn. I don't know, it's just Sotomersu's weird stuff, you know what I mean? That's how he rolls. He now runs Kurwa, well, I think the top
The
runners to topple A's throne this league. And we'll be streaming their match against Legend tomorrow night. Do catch that at 19:30 BST. There'll be a match before that as well, Nords versus Aquila at 18:15 BST. Honestly, if you just go on the Tailworld's MBTV thread, you'll see there's an absurd amount of streams scheduled.
Yep, the itinerary
And,
is there. We could save Lust some speech by not listing everyone.
No, we don't need to. It's seriously full though. But tomorrow there's 2 streams starting off at
We're
18:15.
booked. It's packed full.
It is, yeah. I think this is
matches.
the most scheduled stream we've ever had on the thread, so it's pretty hype. I didn't get a chance to talk about the teams too much. I think, are we going live right now? That's kind of crazy.
Oh, Division C. That's just why I love Division C, man. They might be amateurs in the circuit, but they got such spirit and such, I want to say rage when they show up on the battlefield. But is that the case? No, they seem to still be congregating, Lust.
Yeah, we shouldn't hop straight in. I think they said re-in live, but I don't know if HO are quite ready. So let's just play it cool. They'll probably have another restart.
Wait, no,
that's the way things go.
I see they have all people.
I don't know. Albrecht doesn't spawn. He spawned in. Are we live then? Okay, run that map
We
intro
might
then,
be.
I guess.
Let's get this going.
Yeah, I guess it's live.
Beautiful intro, and we are now in the game.
We're in.
Yes.
Yeah, with Habichtordern versus Fearless. Habichtordern kicking off as the Nords in the little village spawn. Fearless with the ruins spawn.
I
Up
just
on
want to
that
make
big
sure
old
I
hill.
spelled Habichtordern, right? Oh, I did off memory.
You
Check
did?
that
Oh
out.
my god, that is impressive.
Oh
That is
my
so
god,
impressive.
there's a little German deep inside of me.
That's production value right there.
I want to get the names right. You know, these people determine their name. What does Habichtordern mean? Do you even know? Does it mean anything?
Wait, you're doing it again. You're putting me on the spot. I don't know. I don't know what Habichtordern means. Don't ask me. If I knew, I'd tell you, because I'd be so proud of my insane knowledge of German. But no, I've got no
There's
idea.
a German
That's why
viewer. Tweet us the meaning of Habichtordern.
I've got no idea, and that's why I've been keeping quiet. That's the main point of this. In any case, you're on the first round. Flag's going to spawn pretty soon. You can tweet us in throughout the match. And obviously do tweet in with the meaning of Habichtordern if you have any idea what it is. If you don't, tweet in anyway. Take a guess. Have fun. Go
Take a
crazy.
guess. Yes, give us meaning.
I'm just taking a guess and say,
right
well, Orden I think means order, and Habicht I think it means
the
habits. It's the order of habits. It's the order of habits. The order of like bad habits, like picking your nose. I don't know, whistling or something.
Oh, okay. Habichtordern leading the way here.
Whistling away, picking their noses, scratching their backs in public.
And Fearless,
raising the
they
flag
are
right now.
fearlessly running through all these fire.
Yeah, they're charging straight in, not messing around. Habichtordern have a pretty poor setup here. They seem pretty clustered on the flag. No one really in crossfire positions for HO. They do get the first kill though, as Niji picks off Fearless Warlord Garde, taking the early lead. And Niji gets a second kill here. This guy is a key player for a reason. Craddock called him out on Arsenal Sword as a strong player for Habichtordern here. Nord and White also pick up kills as well. And Nord with a second kill in just a few seconds, going up to 6 against 3 in favor of the Habichtordern. Well, Fearless fighting back.
I love that
do bring
Fearless
down
are still
Stein.
fighting as fearless as they were with 7 men, and they still fight with 3.
They're doing okay, but I think Habichtordern are just spreading out right now, and the odds are getting a bit too much for Fearless to deal with. Destinate.
I think
Destinates,
Panda
whatever.
Lover, the man who loves pandas, just kind of stood there this whole time. Not behind any cover, just in the field, not attacked. Just shooting freely.
He got himself a kill. Yeah, I think Fearless were a bit off with their approach there. Habichtordern did manage to get some archers spread out, and it was just too hard for Fearless to assault into. I think assaulting that flag is pretty hard from the inside ruin spawn. Archers going to set up on those hill slopes, and you can't really rush them with cav in that sense. So you got to find a way to get players around and sort of into their backs.
You
Perhaps
know,
Fearless early round position could have been a bit better. But it does go to Habichtordern in any case, and congratulations to them.
tactically, Fearless may not have approached that the correct way, but Lord knows they approached it the way they know how.
Spiritually, they were all there.
Spiritually, yes.
Is that what you're saying to me right now?
Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think they showed fantastic passion, but they didn't get many kills. Passion doesn't really translate into kills necessarily. It can do. If you take a big two-hander and you go naked, you might get a kill. But oftentimes, tactics tend to be the thing which really gets you the kills.
Oh my God, Fearless has female players. Always
Well, that's a
one
German trait. I always say there's a
Women?
lot of German teams. well, they don't have actually. They're not real women. Don't be fooled by
They
their
are real
siren
women.
song.
Let me believe lust. Let me believe.
Don't be fooled by their siren song and their lustful gaze. Habichtordern are men. I think Fearless have a female player as well, but I think generally the German teams and German players tend to play as females a bit more often.
You can tie me to the mast, Lust, but I'll break free from the ropes when I see a female in Warband.
We'll blindfold you. Cover your ears.
Why weren't
Don't
the
swim
rest
into the
of
water.
the crew seduced? That's weird now that I think about it. How do they sail the boat?
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. It's like why was
Only Odysseus matters? Like what?
he was just like such a horny dude.
He's
Like
just so much testosterone in the man.
all
Like,
all the crew were just sort of going off with each other. And Odysseus,
it's what you must do out in the
so
sea.
homophobic was Odysseus that he would only sleep with women.
But
picky
right now,
guy.
the flag is spawned this time in favor of Fearless. Fearless crew.
Yeah, a little bit of favor of Fearless, but Habichtordern doing a pretty good job of spreading out. Actually, Niji has gone over to the back ruins on his on his horse. He's going to come in from the rear end here with the approach. Fearless on a nice setup though. They got some horsemen in the ruins. Nord misses his couch lance there. But does get a kill off on Recruit Chris.
Nord wins the horse battle.
Yeah, Fearless are raising the flag right now. Albrecht manages to finish off guard on the floor though, and HO take a 7-6 player advantage to Destinate, the only player alive on the flag right now. But Masterface comes in, finishes off Albrecht. HO Baldor are fighting back with kills, but Fearless taking, keeping it back at 5-5 right now with a higher flag. HO got to collect themselves and move on to the flag right now, stop Fearless racing it. Emilio does pick up some kills, and now that frees up Stricklicker, or Stein, sorry, and Emilio to move on to the flag. Nord picks up Resident Evil in the meantime, and HO with a player advantage right now as Panda finishes off Masterface. The two Fearless players remaining against the 4 of HO. Fatal and Definite fighting out against the 4 HO players. And HO with a nice crossfire right now as Pandas, well, not a crossfire, but a fire at least. And Emilio does finish off Decimate there. And a bit of a crumble there from Fearless. I actually called them to win this game, but in these fights, HO just been spreading out better, finding more space for their archers, and getting more kills. Duo.
HO have been doing pretty much everything better so far. Fearless,
yeah,
Fearless
including...
not, it's just, what it seemed to me in that big old scuffle is they didn't risk too much to help their allies. Like, they just kind of turtled in the ruins. They just
Yeah, I
stayed
agree.
there.
I mean, they have
Regardless
sort
of who died right on the outskirts, like, if there was a perimeter and a Fearless member was beyond it, you're on your own, dude.
You're totally right. In fact, if anything individually, Fearless looks a little bit better than HO. But the problem is, like, as you said, they've not been staying players to support their teammates. I mean, the problem was you had, like, Destiny sat on the flag. Yeah, that's great, you're raising the flag, but about, 3 meters in front of you, your teammates are getting killed by HO. Like, you should be there fighting and supporting them. At the end of the day, kill's gonna decide the round when it gets like that.
Yep.
So yeah, some poor choices I think, and perhaps a little bit of a lack of practice from the Fearless here. I have been told they communicate in English. They're on a European team, international. And let me tell you something else. These teams were adding players to their roster like crazy this evening, which is really weird to me.
Both of these teams?
Yeah, they were both added like 3 or 4 players to their rosters, like about, I don't know, within 6 hours before the match.
Were they able to play, or they were just padding the list?
They're able to play, but I don't know if they are playing. That's strange. HO actually spawned in with 7 players here. I think one of them missed the spawn. So that's Stein for HO has missed the spawn, and HO unable to replace him. I think the rule is that you can replace a crashed player, but not you can't do a sub. I mean, what most people do is they just have their player drop from the server and say that he crashed. Stein, in his honesty, I think perhaps might give an HO a bit of a disadvantage right now, because no one's coming to replace him. Flag does spawn once again in front of Fearless, who are sitting in the middle ruins.
This is the window that Fearless needs. They need to step outside of those ruins and really fight for this one.
Yeah. They've got to get around here before it starts snowballing in favour of Habichtordern. They do move on to the flag to start raising it. HO immediately setting up crossfires. Emilio here.
Nor
pretty much
doing
unchallenged.
great disruption work.
Yeah, none of the cavalry come to threaten Emilio right now, and he's free to just sort of find some space and just shoot into the fight.
I think Fearless are doing
and a team
it.
kill from Fearless here. They're moving out, but I don't know if it's working out for them still. Albrecht brings down Destiny, and Fearless go 6 down to the 7 of Habichtordern right now. Guard pulls a kill back against Emilio, and that's pretty important. Emilio had a nice position there, and he's gone down now for Habichtordern. And now we actually have Resident Evil and Fatal both unchallenged in these ruins, shooting into the Habichtordern lines, but not getting the kills they need. Kuru goes down as well to the efforts of Albrecht. White Noise brought down though by Masterface with some serious spearing. 5 against 5 right now. Flags are even at the bottom of the poles. Chris dies without support.
Guard is going to be essential right now.
Take the play once again.
Oh my god, Panda Lover!
Panda
Coming
coming in
behind
from the
Fearless
back.
Warlord!
Oh,
He missed the first shot!
Missed his second shot. He can't hit
Panda!
the broadside of a barn right now. Does
Oh,
finally
good
get hit off
lord.
on Fatal, and Guard. His teammate finishes him off actually in the end there. And Habichtordern just seems to be dominating for this right now. Who are in an absolute collapse.
Encircled them in the ruins. They allowed Panda Lover to walk his lanky legs all the way over to climb across the ruins, and they just, what are they doing in there? They're dying in the ruins.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Fierce right now. They've got to just change it up. And the other thing is that HO played that round with 7. They're playing this round with 7 as well. Fierce still can't take a round off them. They just seem to be not... They seem to have a lack of urgency about them. They want to be getting more involved, making sure that they can support their team as much as possible. Whereas really what's happening is some of them are getting involved, some of them are holding back, and they're just dying as a divided force.
Lackadaisical about the flag, especially when
agreed.
it's like right in front of their faces. They did a little push there, but I don't know. It just seems like half the team's doing one thing, half the team is sitting in the ruins.
Yeah, and look at this. Albrecht, the infantry for HO, getting 5-2 kills there. Nord, the real star of the show, they have 6 kills to nothing for no deaths at the moment for HO. And really, they seem to be unable to deal with the mounted threat from Habichtordern. As well as the archers, who are putting in some serious work. Emilio and Niji and Panda. Or, sorry, not to use his full name, Panda Lover, love the pandas.
I love the name of all these players that are playing right now. They are some of the most ridiculous that I've seen, and I applaud them for having it. Panda Lover.
What is destinate? What does that mean? It's like two words mixed together. It's like there is no form of destiny which fits that. I'm gonna destinate you. It's like you're giving someone a destiny. I'm gonna destinate you to France. Like, it's like a destination. I don't know. It's crazy.
He's destined to win it. I can't know. The guy's missing either. He's not a noun. He's not a verb. He's not a word.
Yeah, it is bizarre.
It is bizarre. But now the flag.
Same holding positions for the teams right now. Fearless coming out of the ruins onto the flag.
Will Fearless get wrecked in the same fashion, or are they gonna do something different? They seem to be moving slightly out of the ruins.
I'm calling it as wrecked in the same fashion. Sorry.
They can learn and adapt.
They can do, but right now they're just getting jabbed.
Ooh, yes!
Put off Panda in the early stage of this round.
Panda Lover loves arrows.
And that's an 8-6 player lead for Fearless right now. They do manage to single out Noise and take him down, bring him onto the ground as well.
Beautiful,
and Fearless looking good in this round. 8 players on 5.
Oh, goodness. Chris coming from behind as well.
Nord and Emilio bringing kills, evening it up a little bit for HO. Chris gets a kill on Niji though. Chris is having a nice round. 2 kills so far. Crucial ones as well, bringing down Niji. Boulder goes down to Masterface. It's 3 against 6 in favor of Fearless. Kuru brings down Nord. Fearless are going to take this round, it looks like. They do bully Albrecht into the ground in spite of his superb armor.
But there is team kill there.
Yeah, team kill from Kuro. Kuro, the French player, veteran of RNGT. I put him up as a key player for Fearless.
There's a little private fight occurring in one of the spiral areas.
They have an epic duel. Chris doesn't want to put his shield away. Emilio trying to take him down. No kicks, though. Chris does finish him off. And third kill of the round for Chris. Finally picking himself up, getting the good play. And we go into the first break with Habichtordern in the lead. 1-3.
An invigorating match so far.
Yeah, not bad.
I'm so glad that Fearless brought it back. For them to lose that, was that the third time they had that flag there? I think it was.
It was, yeah.
If they lost that a third consecutive time to the same thing...
You have to ask serious questions.
The hard questions need to be asked. What are you doing?
It's a far cry from the adaptive tactical delights that we witnessed last season by Nobushuki in Division A. Well, it wasn't Division A at that time, but certainly Division A standard play. But it's cool to see the difference in abilities between the different divisions.
It is. I personally, I think I might partially enjoy the Division C matches the most. Some might say it's the scrubbiest warpan play. I say it's the most authentic because the map meta dominating thing that happens in Division A doesn't happen here. Just straight up fights happen. You know what I'm saying? You get moments like Donor getting like 7 kills in 1 round and saving it. You get that in Division C. You get that.
No,
you don't get that in other divisions.
A lot of scope for one player to do some insane stuff. A talented individual player. But I mean, the issue is, and what I want to say as well, this is not the scrubbiest War 1 play around. It's actually weird to say, but this is like decent high level play. Like, these players are good players. They've got thousands of hours under their names, but they're just a little bit of a far cry from Division A teams who are really good players. Like, you know, they sweat it out. They're playing training matches every day. So I think for Fearless, to diss them is only it's a relative diss. Let's say that.
Wait, who would Fearless diss?
No, I'm saying, like, to diss Fearless.
Oh, someone worth to diss them, yeah.
It should be taken with a pinch of salt because realistically, this is still a good team. They'll still be your average 8 public players in a match.
You should fear for your safety if you diss Fearless. They'll come for you.
What happens when 2 Fearless teams come up against each other? It's just sort of...
Spoiler, they run across the field and ham away at each other.
Spoiler alerts, guys. Without fear, the risk of death is pretty high.
That's
Fear
how
is a
you
good
gotta
thing.
embrace battle. That's how Ogami Ito does it.
Well,
You
look,
gotta
there's a reason
embrace.
for fear. Fear is an evolutionary advantage because it means you don't do stupid stuff.
It's when you accept death and toe the line between living and dying in the battlefield that you are capable of doing your greatest feats.
Really?
Yep,
Is it?
that's from a wise friggin' samurai, man. So, for real.
I think when you accept death, death is probably pretty imminent.
You accept that you may die, basically.
Fair enough. Well, who am I to argue with the knowledge of the samurai? I have zero battle experience. I can barely even hold a sword, let alone swing one with enough power to kill a
I'll
person.
mail you a katana. That's all you need to be a samurai in this day and age.
Considering my freaky t-shirt got stopped in Turkish customs, I don't think a katana's gonna make it. But you can try.
Lust, if Tom Cruise can be a samurai, your ginger butt can definitely be the second to last samurai.
The penultimate samurai.
The penultimate. The penultimate.
Oh my god. Let's get back into the game because we're live right now.
Are we going back? We're diving right back in. Oh, except
Diving straight back in.
teams are switched. Okay, there we go.
Fearless now spawning in as Nords. Perhaps Fearless are a lover of Nords. Perhaps they were just frustrated as Vegas and they're going to show their true power as the Nordic team. 1-3 down at the moment, but Fearless could put it back. They're certainly not worried about losing or anything. They've got no fear there.
Destiny sees his destiny somewhere far down in the map. Or behind the wall that he's looking at. His head is real focused on that concrete.
Yeah, he's holding firm, holding tight. Waiting for that flag spawn. And we've got some interesting play actually. Habichtordern not playing passive. They're going to move around on the right hand side and start having a look at Fearless here because I don't think they don't want to be caught out if it spawns on this flag position. They're going to be poking around the side of this wall. They've got 3 archers here, Fairy Joe, compared to just the 2 of Fearless. Fearless actually playing with quite
Emilio's not a woman. What is this?
What do you mean?
No, the Cav player is a woman but has a masculine name.
All right. Well, they're all. I can't make this any clearer. There are no female players in this match.
I know it's dawning on me.
No, it should have dawned a long time ago.
You ever?
Like,
it just reminds me of that
we
gif
did a survey.
of that
Go
black businessman at like a strip club. You just see his face all happy and excited, and he's smiling, and then he starts frowning, and he sits up and goes, "That's a penis." And he's disgusted.
What are you talking about?
That's how I just felt with Emilio. I'm sorry. That's a terrible side story.
I didn't get that reference at all, but
Okay.
I'm sure that
Okay.
the black guy at the strip club makes a lot of sense in this match somehow. H.O. Nord, I think they shot his horse and he's ran away. And now he's got a spike club to defend himself against the Fearless horde.
I think.
And he's going to go down pretty soon. Gets hacked to pieces by recruit Zus Tremo. And that was a really nice play from Fearless.
Fearless,
they made it bolt.
abandoned their players? Fearless
Yeah, well,
recruit.
A couple of them got left behind, and they all charged towards Nord.
Were
It was
those
a nice
the new
kill.
players they signed up, the recruits? Because they just totally used them as a human
Cannon
shield.
fodder, yeah, oh my god. The fight's broken out now, HO moving on to the flag, and Fearless with a superior infantry force are looking pretty good in this fight as it happens. Truffle trying to break out and go for the archers here, but it's going to get slashed in the back by Chris. Fearless do take not an advantage in this round as Albrecht pulls a kill back against Destinate. But it's 5-on-5 right now. Fearless turning the flag. Bump kill here from Guard, who knocks down Andy. But Albrecht with a double kill here. Melee fight. Picks up an axe and starts using it to whoop some ass here as he brings down Resident Evil and Tremo.
Oh, beautiful kick by Chris.
Guard. Finishes him off with a throw. And it's just Chris left alive. If he can stay alive for 30 seconds on the flag here, he can win this. But he's under pressure from, well, all classes right now. That's yeah, too much for him to handle. Niji gets the shot off, opening up the block for Albrecht.
That was the crucial part because Chris was fighting for all he was worth. He's just a recruit.
And I'm
but
seeing
he wasn't
hype
dying
stuff
like the rest of his buddies who were sacrificed like lambs. What the heck happened there?
He did okay. Well, I think the problem was again. I think Chris first seemed a bit too infantry heavy, and if you're infantry heavy, what you have to do is charge into your opponents. Otherwise, they're just going to stand there with their bows and shoot you, which is basically what happened. Unfortunate end for Chris, as Nijing, was it? Albrecht finished him off, but Albrecht is the real story of the round, getting 5 kills. And they fearlessly charged into battle with Albrecht, but unfortunately, they could have done with a bit more fear because he cut through them. And he looted an axe as well, which is quite a significant point.
There is something
Completely
to
messing
be
them up.
said about being able to have some map control. I mean, Fearless had a few archers. They knew exactly where Habichtordern was coming from. They'd scattered them out. I mean, Habichtordern had to run halfway across the map. Like, they weren't stopped at all.
They could have done a better job of spreading out. It wasn't ideal from Fearless there. We have a tweet coming in from Knights of Malta right now. This is the Knights of Malta clan. Also a Division C, German-based team.
Oh, the Maltese?
The Maltesers, yeah.
Maltese
They have their
themselves.
own. They have their own Twitter. You can follow them at KOM Warband, and they tweeted in saying, "I have to admit, HO is doing well. Fearless didn't use any of the advantages they had until now." Yeah, agreed. They just don't seem to know how to play these flags. Perhaps they're a closed map team, and they're having a bit of a hard time playing on ruins right now. But they just don't seem to be properly coordinated, and they don't seem to have the right approach to the flags.
I think the
Perhaps they could
resolve
watch some
in
of
the
the other
recruits
streams.
is especially shaken. Knowing how expendable they are now.
Yes. Quite
But no, that's a good point you made. Maybe they just don't know how to do open. Open just creates a whole lot of opportunity for getting screwed.
Yeah.
You have to steel yourself for it. Serious. That's a difference between Division B and A, that you slowly
it's true.
learn how to work open maps.
With the same flags this time, HO Nord manages to get back on his horse and escape before Fearless get there. Doesn't really do much flag raising, so kind of pointless move. But this time at least Fearless have got to the flag without abandoning their sort of back players. The thing is, why are they so clustered? Like, they don't realize that being clustered
Well,
like
at
this is
least
not an
this
advantage.
time Emilio isn't there messing things up early on. Fearless have a fighting chance
the thing
here.
is, I'll tell you exactly what's happening right now. Fearless are clustered back on the flag, and they're waiting for the HO to come and fight them. They fight them, but they're not putting any pressure on the HO's archers, who are just going to shoot into that fight and get kills and kills and kills. They've actually got an advantage right now. They're 7 players against 6, but HO is still going to win this round. Oh my, oh my god, Fierce Resident Evil
Look at
Fatal.
that.
Actually getting
Fearless
kills right now.
doesn't, they don't care.
7 against 4. And,
They don't care about what strategies say. They just fearlessly fight on.
Fierce holding pretty well right now. HO perhaps are charging a bit too eagerly, a bit too overzealous right now. Although HO still do have some space
Beautiful
to fight,
teamwork.
but no, it's not going to happen. Fearless do win them. As I called it, during the round against them, they do actually manage to win it. Detonate, getting the kill off on Bowder, and I think, although I think their tactics were appalling, I think HO just kind of ran at them, and that was even worse. Fearless now raising the flag, actually going to raise the flag to the top, I think, and win this before they get the last 2 kills. They might get the last 2 kills anyway, but Pandas is doing a pretty good job against Chris, who wants to rack up his score. Andy goes down.
Panda
elsewhere,
Lover, the last of the pandas.
Yeah, he's going to stay alive, I think.
Unable to reproduce to save himself.
He smashes shield. Oh, but
he
the round ends,
survives!
Just his lives. Yeah, so
He was
defeated so
pooping
far.
himself right there, though.
pooping his little panda pants. But no need.
He loves them so much, he's playing in his little panda jimmies. Little panda faces on him. He's got
So
his little
black and
panda
white,
mitts.
little black and white panda pants. He's doing his cute little sneezes.
All his credit cards have pandas in the World Wildlife Fund to save the pandas.
His credit cards. What does he buy with his credit cards? I think bamboo is like free, isn't it? It should be pretty cheap.
I don't think it is.
Bamboo's expensive because of the shortage.
I don't know if there
The
is
great,
a bamboo.
the great
shortage.
bamboo
I
worker
got
strike.
bamboo outside of my house, actually. So hey.
What?
Yeah, the tree outside of near the pool has bamboo. So, Panda Lover, come on down. We could feed.
You have a pool?
I have a pool. I don't own a home. I own an apartment, but you know, it's.
You have like you can share a pool with like
Yeah, other
people
people pee in it, so it's not worth going in.
Oh, well, that's
but-
still pretty sweet. Other people pee in every pool, so it's not like Everyone
It's not a
disadvantaged
thing
there.
unique to, yes.
Can I tell you an uninteresting fact about bamboo that everyone knows?
Do tell.
Can you guess it? Can you guess what the fact
It
is?
holds water.
It's a grass, not wood.
Oh, really?
Was that interesting? Well,
I didn't know that. It's a grass.
Yeah, it's grass. It's more like making floors out of it is quite cool because like it doesn't really expand and contract like wood does. But bamboo, great material, yeah.
Makes sense. Pandas eat grass.
And it's eat grass, yeah. Humans don't eat grass. Why is that? We can't digest it. That's me being stupid.
Why? What? HO. They've done this. It's worked once for them, but they just hide their numbers behind this thick wall.
Well, what? You say they're doing something. They're not actually doing anything, are they? They picked an edge side of the map and just sat on it. I think it's gonna work out for the better this time because well now they are because the flag spawn they're gonna spread out. You can see Niji's immediately charging onto the right side. It's not a shield, which is an interesting choice here. Charging onto the right side to get a crossfire. I think he's perhaps taking extra arrows. So
He's taken a long time in the world to get to where he needs to be.
Yeah, but he wants to be on that right side, so he can just fire, get the crossfire over. The Panda's on the left-hand side as well. Nor gets the first kill off on Grave, but in comes Chris around the back of Panda, finishes him off. Wonderful kill from Phyllis, and they're looking good on their approach to this flag as Trimmer takes down Truffle in the meantime as well. They've got the numbers on the flag too. Fatal takes down Nord, and Phyllis looking fantastic in this round. Tremor brings down Emilio, Chris takes down Boulder, and Niji is way too far away from the fight to have any sort of real impact here. Albrecht fighting for his life, but he's got a shield.
Nichi might have ran in preparation for what was to come. Oh, but he shoots the man sent to kill him. Oh, he gets another!
As well from Niji on Destiny. In the meantime, Albrecht goes down.
Use the horse, Niji! Use the horse!
He's getting shot up from the side. Oh, pretty shot from Karu takes the headshot there. I'm the only remaining player for HO right now, over by the center tower. Chris comes in from the back, tries to get a hit, but Fatal finishes him off, and that was a really nice round from Phyllis actually. HO, they had like a real solid plan there. They wanted to split up and shoot onto the flag, which is a great idea. But Fearless just charged in before they could really get the crossfire set up or get any decent positions. And it was a nice play from the Fearless. Who was that? I think it was Resident Evil, perhaps in the trees, or perhaps Fate. I think it was Resident Evil though. He got round, put the pressure on Niji as well, and pretty much neutralized him. Still a nice play from Niji though to get 2 kills there. Is it Niji or Nikki or Nisi?
I like Nichi.
Nietzsche. Like, kind of like the philosopher.
Yes.
We're into the last round now of the first map, and pretty even so far. Fitter's putting it back, 3-4. What do you think of the match so far? And what do you think of Habichtordern's move going over to the complete other side of the map this time?
They like turtling behind big structures. It gives them good foundation. It's a simple basic need, you know, like.
But do you think that they're gonna? You think it's gonna play out well for them, or do you think this is just like a flag gamble or something?
It's always a flag gamble in Division C, Luz. So at least they're together. They're together.
But they had the flag last time though, but they got like beaten up by the Fearless, who just like grabbed them by the scruff of the neck and started shaking them until they died.
The way these guys hug the wall just makes it feel like they want to return to the womb or something. And like something about this structure gives them such. It's like I don't know. Maybe they're kissing it like the Blarney Stone or something.
It's very embryonic.
I don't know. They're just huddling all up in it.
Blarney Stone. I find it so weird that Americans give a shit about Ireland. Like, why do you? We don't care about Ireland.
No.
Anyway, regardless, what I want to say is, I think, is this not a ridiculous Ruin Fort? I mean, in what world
what
would
a
you
great
need walls?
gamble!
Yeah, not bad. But can I just firstly say, in what world would you need walls this high? That is an absurdly high wall, is it not?
Well, it is ruins from an old empire. It wasn't
Look
built
at
in a
the size
day.
of that wall. I mean, what?
What? We built the Chinese wall, dude. The Great Wall.
That's not that high though. The Great Wall of China isn't that high.
It's that long.
Yeah, but I'm not complaining about the length of it. In any case, HR earlier on the flag, but they're pretty clustered as well.
Ooh,
Chris
Chris
gets an early
starting
kill
it
here.
off.
Yeah, wonderful play. Guard though, a bit reckless.
Trying
Charges
to
through the HO
recreate
line.
what Chris
Gets
just
punched
did.
up by Niji. Nor picks up a kill here as well against Streamer. I think that's a Jav kill. Not bad stuff. Grave and Destiny, they're picking up kills of their own, and Phyllis with a 6-5 player advantage. The flag is higher Great show. And Niji pulls a kill back here against Chris. Anything can happen, but a team kill here from Niji takes down Albrecht. In the meantime, Bowder and Niji going down. I think that's gonna be the kiss of death. Great show. As Fearless 5 against 2 right now are now raising the flag for the Nordic Empire. Andy running around trying to do something, just getting shot to pieces. Resident Evil misses the finish off shot there, but he's got no shield left and he's only got a spike club. He's gonna go down pretty soon.
Andy's got a club.
No, he's gonna go down.
Andy's a good unisex name. My suspension of disbelief is not lost on Andy, but Emilio. Emilio, you know. No.
I think you should keep that disbelief. I think you should. I don't know. What's your
suspension of disbelief?
Yeah, but like you want to. I don't know. I'm trying to think what you should be doing.
I should be going to the break screen because
I'm saying don't suspend your disbelief. Embrace your disbelief because there are no females playing in this game of Warband.
Don't tell me.
To suspend it is to lie to yourself.
It's a tie.
It is a tie, 4-4, and a pretty good first map. Nords win 6-2. Both teams taking 3-1 victories there. Not bad
Fearless
stuff.
living to the nape, not allowing themselves to be daunted by their poor performance in the first set.
Yeah, they come back, and they come back fighting.
They came back strong.
Yeah, not bad stuff. So we go into the second map, Sandy Bush. It will be, and Sandy Bush is always a fun map. I enjoy watching it.
Sandy Bush is
playing
going to be fantastic.
I think crucial is Sandy Bush normally the infantry players. Albrecht, pretty big force for HO so far, but not the only good infantry we've seen playing here. Binner's been looking decent in the melee fights, I think, at least. Factions are going to be Vegas versus Sarandons as well, and I like that. It's both of the bow factions. So we could be seeing some pretty exciting, dynamic play here.
Some great arching. I mean, I did see some good arching, and then some inopportune positioning. Like
we've had some nice shooting. I think HO have the strength in archers really here with Emilio and Niji. They've been doing the most work.
I will state that Habichtordern's flag is amazing. Their banner.
You like it?
Yeah, it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's almost like.
It's pretty awesome. It's like an eagle on a rock.
Yeah,
it's
practically
it's
American.
But it's like a sort of image of a rock, and like you think we gotta like sew this kind of level of detail into every banner and this like eagle and shit. And all our shields, we gotta paint it all on. It seems like a simpler one would make more sense. What I like about Fearless's banner.
Incredible.
It is incredible, yeah, but I mean it's like it's insane at the same time. What I like about Fearless's banner is that it says Fearless on it. That's cool. I think that's awesome.
That's a nice touch as well. I like their symbol. It's nice looking. Although I wonder why the Habichtordern Eagles got like a green tumor on its face.
It does? Let me check this out.
Oh wait, no, that's like a leaf or wreath on its head, or something.
Really? I couldn't see that. The eagle on it.
They need to get an artist to fix that up.
No, it just looks like this part of its head is just a different shade of feathers, I think.
Oh really?
Yeah, tweet coming in from Nice Motor again at KOM Warband saying Fearless will win this 9-7 as I said. So big calls here from KOM Warband shouting out. I think we've had some bets in this match as well. So, oh no, we've not had any bets. There's no bets on Division C matches this week. But yeah, Sandy Bush. Generally a pretty fast-paced map. It plays that kind of arcadey.
He has a point here for maybe Fearless might win this out because so far when both teams are grouped together and clumped and the big old fight happens, Fearless comes out on top.
You think so? I'm not sure. I think Albrecht has been doing some pretty big work. I think what Fearless' strength has been kind of the cab. I think Chris has been playing really well for them.
Albrecht has had a few good rounds, but he's been inconsistent.
I think Kura as well has been playing really well when he can find space. And my concern for Fearless right now is we've only got 7 players in the server. I don't know if Kura's had a bit of a drop or he's got something else going on, but hopefully they can sort that out. We can have a full game for the last map.
Yep, they're all sorting this out.
And looking at the league as well as overall, both these teams, as I said before, sat in the bottom half of the table after losing their first weeks of matches, while they've been paired together. But a win here would put them back level with all the teams who win from the teams who lost last week and all the teams who lose from the teams who won next week, and they'll be like half the division is going to be on 3 points next week. It basically is the reality of this, ignoring draws.
So essentially, the team that wins here will go from being nobodies to being somebodies.
Being somebodies, yeah. I like the division system really. They did abandon the picks though, and I think that it does lose a little bit of drama. We used to have the pick nights for the old WNL. All teams would pick their fixtures. They got very hype. But I still think it's a good fair system at least as well.
All
Team's pretty much ready to go right now.
Fair and balanced fighting. I mean, as you can see, it's working quite well because this match is quite close. I think most of the
4-4.
matches, at least the ones I've partaken in, have been pretty good.
Yeah, they have been. The division system is working out pretty well for the most part, I think. No drops so far as well, so pretty sweet work from the WNL. And it's hype up. It's just hype as well. Like, everyone's so hyped for the WNL, I think, right now. It's being run smoothly, and as it progresses, it's going to get more and more hype. We'll have the playoffs last week. Very excited. So what's going to happen in this map then, E-Man? Call out a winner. Do you side with KOM Warband?
I don't know. Fearless have brought it back, and though these are archer-heavy factions, I just don't see that they won't get bum rushed, so that the archers will shine. So I think Fearless have the edge here.
You think with Fearless's just mad bum rushing skills, they're going to bum rush their way to victory?
They're gonna bum rush their way all the way.
What?
All the way to everywhere. That's it's
The way
their
everywhere.
clan name, Lust.
It's Fearless, yeah. I think Fearless is a good way to play this map, actually. I designed Sandy Bush to be uncampable. I don't think that's strictly true, but I think it's at least pretty hard to camp. There's not really many places where you can camp.
What are you talking about? You can camp the graveyard, Lust.
You really can't.
You speak
You
of
can't.
this
There's
design philosophy.
You can't, because it's like there's 3 entrances, and they can stand on a ladder and just like put an archer right up above the whole graveyard if they come from the outside. Like, graveyard is not easy to camp. You can assault it like pretty well, pretty effectively.
No, that is true actually.
In fact, most people when they're defending graveyard as well, they actually charge out. Just because if you sit in there, you're going to be attacked from 3 sides, whereas if you charge out, you can sort of focus on one side. I really think graveyard is really hard to play solid. The least campable place are the spawns. Those spawns are like just death traps, basically, both of them.
Thankfully, Sandy Bush is among my favorite maps, so it's always a pleasure to see it.
Yeah, pretty hype.
I wonder if they will camp for flag. Have the teams? Well, they have waited for flag in ruins. They did.
I think they'll camp for flag, and then one team's going to start losing, and that team's going to start rushing. That's my prediction. That's how we see Sandy Bush play out a lot of the time. I think it's going to be Fearless, which start losing. I think they're going to start rushing, and I think it's going to start working, and then both teams are going to start rushing, and it's going to be a rush fest. That's my call for this. I think it's going to be hyped to watch as well. I'm excited.
I am eager to see it going. The teams are still getting ready, practicing,
Still
or
kicking around here. In the meantime, I want to give a shout out to SBO Aiden, German player, refereeing this match. Do appreciate the referees, making sure everything runs nice and smooth.
God bless the referees for taking the time.
As well, I do want to shout out to, is it Audionautics, who are doing our music right now?
Yes, that is Audionautics. Well, actually, the man behind the music is named Jason Shaw, and his website is audionautics.com.
I want to give a shout out to them, yeah.
We're using.
We use their royalty-free music, and it's a nice little bit of background as we chat over the match.
Yep.
In the little break here. As well, if you saw the last episode of Horse and Sword, we had a Canadian from the North American scene, Craddock, on. You familiar with
Craddock's
Craddock, I assume,
Canadian?
from the West Knights? Yeah, he's Canadian, and he came on Horse and Sword
Is he?
Wednesday.
Does he live in Canada?
No, he lives in California.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I figured he was American, but I never knew he was a Canuck.
No, he's a Canadian. How was that for a Canadian accent?
Oh, you
I
attempted?
need, I, I need to say more stuff for it to be like to work right. But that was pretty perfect in my opinion. In my opinion, it was a perfect accent, and that's all that counts. But he told me because West Knights played HO last week. He told me that HO they mainly struggle on open maps. West Knights won most of their rounds there. So it seems like
What
both
was
teams
that
pretty weak on the open
The
maps.
total score
It
of
was
that.
14-2. It was a real walloping.
Wow.
West Knights absolutely dominated them
Well, West Knights
Um,
are established pretty good as an NA team. They're in Division C.
there. Yeah, because of the thing.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Yes, but
Yeah, but we'll see how it plays out. Perhaps West Knights they might get promoted in the first season. They said that they think that they could make Division B, maybe even A, for a couple of seasons. So they're gonna try
most
and just
definitely.
see how it works out for them. HO as well. Craddock called out Nietzsche as their only really standout player, and he's been showing that so far. Been playing pretty well.
He's made some sick
I f-
shots, but I think the wait is over, my friends, because we're in live. So therefore,
Hit that map intro, dude.
and we are in Sandy Bush. To resume
Danny
the
Bush, the
match.
score is 4-4. Beautiful map intro made by the one and only man himself. Wonderful work that you do.
Thank you, Lust. And both
What is
teams.
Looks like the teams are
occupying-
camping.
Yep, occupying opposite sides of the map.
Yeah, Phil's hit up the graveyard for the start, and yeah, it's fairly standard stuff. Nothing too surprising there. With in the meantime, we have who dat? Habichtordern sitting in the low road. They want to see where the flag spawns. They're really setting up on the low road. They've got archers up top, all over the place. Interestingly, no cav here for HO. Teams almost always take a cav on this map now, sometimes even two. But HO just sitting with 5 infants and 3 archers. I think that's okay. I mean, to be honest, especially against Saranids, like that cav's just going to get mashed up by archers and just be a useless inf anyway, pretty soon. Especially if the fight comes on the low road. I mean, cav can be effective, but as long as you target it down quickly, it's not really too much of a threat on a map like this. Depends how it's played out though. Flag going to be spawning pretty soon as we roll those dice.
Both teams role playing while they wait, chopping down trees. Oh, Fearless surprised by the flag spotting right on him. Now they assume the positions, the defensive positions for the
it's the
siege.
start of my prediction. They're going to defend the graveyard. It's not going to work, and then they're going to start rushing. I'm telling you, it's happening. Maybe not in the second round, but by the third round, these teams are going to be rushing at each other.
The
Let's see what
Fearless
HO do.
Cav is outside.
I think this is a really bad move by HO. They're just approaching from one side. They've got 3 entrances to use here.
What are they doing?
they're
Are
moving
they
in now.
funneling
Fearless Cav come in.
themselves by choice?
They're going to think, yeah, they seem to be funneling themselves. White Noise is coming from the back though, so there's at least
but
some
they're
split up
brute
here.
forcing. They made it in.
Yeah, I mean, but the problem is Resident Evil and Fate are sat up on those stairs, just firing down into the melee. First kill goes to Fearless.
Oh
so
my
second.
god! It's like they walked into a beehive here. What are Habichtordern?
Fearless on pretty low health though. Nietzsche brings down guard. It's not over yet. 6 on 6. Double kill away from both Fearless getting Emilio and White Noise down. Fated with a double kill here. Bring down
my
Truffy and Fear's not going to take this
God.
round. I think that's it's a questionable assault from Habichtordern there.
They
I
lost
explained before.
everyone.
Yeah.
That was
Three of
some
them left now
D-Day
against the 6
type
first
assault.
players.
Just throw bodies at the problem. Eventually we'll get through.
Destiny in the meantime, he loves those flags and he's just pulling that rope up Raising the flag to top. This is going to raise up before HO can do anything anyway, but they are
Resident
going to go
Evil
down.
shooting whoever he damn well pleases.
And, oh yeah, another kill from there, Resident Evil. As Panda, lover the pandas, goes down. Resident Evil picking himself up 2 kills. 2 pretty cheap kills, I gotta say. Like, those players were going down anyway, but Resident Evil just gonna finish them off.
He's no.
There's a nice scoreboard.
Still
Fatal
takes an
did a
accurate
real work down in that
shot
round.
from the master of unlocking.
The thing, I mean, HO didn't even raise the flag, the ladder even. They didn't even raise a ladder. Like, are you serious?
Oh wait, HO with the surprise assault. Do they
Like
even
going into
want
the graveyard,
this?
yeah.
They
I
look
think
backwards
it's-
to see if their team's there.
Kind
Yes.
of madness, yeah. They do get the first
Oh
goal.
my
HO with a
God!
double headshot there, bringing down Tremor and Destiny. It's a nice start to the round. Fatal though pulls on back, bringing down White Noise, and Panda Lover the Panda's got himself a two-handed axe here, which I think is sick because you rarely see this weapon. He's got some space now, shooting into the melee fight.
Resident Evil has his hands occupied fighting Baldur.
Guard gonna come in, but he's gonna get his horse taken down here. Panda takes a hit, but with this double-handed axe, he might be able to get some stuff done. HO taking a 6-3 player lead with kills coming in from Emilio and Quattle. Emilio been the real star this round though, 3 kills so far.
That was
And
such
Resident
a
Evil,
beautiful shot.
without a shield.
Headshot Resident Evil as he jumped down with a slice ready to finish off.
Another nice kill from Resident Evil here. Does get finished off by
And there he
Pandas here.
goes.
Well, Fatal against 4 players now.
Don't worry,
He's
they'll
gotta
make,
get Nietzsche down quickly.
sequel for you.
He could have a clutch here. I mean, HO's health doesn't look too great, but with the spear coming up for Truffle, it's a bit too much pressure, I think. And Nietzsche finishes him off with the mace. Taste the mace.
You know, I used
Interesting
to
choice
be,
here from Nietzsche. Pick up the mace, not the scimitar as an infantry player.
I think HO caught Fearless completely with their pants down right there.
Well, I did. Well, it's still somewhat what I called. I said that one team would win, or I said that a team would lose by camping and then we'll start rushing. But a team winning by camping and then, either way, rushing has started. HO actually interestingly now reverting to their low road tactic, in spite of the graveyard working out for them.
Lust, I can say with accuracy that the sun will rise tomorrow, but that is no indication of a sharp eye.
You'd hedge your bets on the sun rising tomorrow, would you?
I would. And the next day, I'd put money on it.
Yeah, I put every penny I have on the sun rising tomorrow. And because if you lose the bet, you're dead
Well,
anyway.
you have to
Like,
lose.
yeah, it's like
Our
oh,
galaxy is over as we
I'm gonna
know it.
bet all my money that I'm gonna still be alive tomorrow. You can't take that bet. You can't place that bet, can you? Surely.
Well, you can
You-
put some
and the-
money. It's called life insurance.
I bet you can. Well, you're betting that you're gonna be dead. Life insurance.
I have no life
It's the opposite.
insurance.
Yeah, but you're betting that you're gonna die, aren't you? Really, with life insurance.
Well, I wouldn't
Opposite.
bet. Everyone dies, Lust.
Yeah, but it's like betting you're gonna die early and tragically. I mean, it's always a tragedy.
I don't know if there's a book about it. But there's a book about
Well,
other bodily functions that everyone
Death
does.
is a wonderful subject, but we should go back to the match, I think.
Death is gonna occur right
HO.
here.
There's going to be some serious death here. A falcon drops in the sand here as one of the archers chooses not to continue on with it. And they throw their falcon down. HO sat in the low road, hoping for that flag spawn. I think that's what they're gambling on.
So
Waiting it out.
HO, okay,
And
yeah,
they do
now
get
that-
it, so it's going to be fearless here with the assault. With the low road, I actually think that assault from one side is best, and I think it's the side which fearless are not going to. Oh no, they are going to go to it now. Or are they going to split up? Are they going to go an assault from?
They're going
from
the
this?
stairs. Oh, they're
from their
just
spawn
jumping
side,
on
yeah.
down. Recruit Grave. He's
think he can
running
do
to
pretty
his
well for the
grave
assault
right
here.
now. Oh
Grave
my
is gonna
God,
win-
he's so
he's gonna win-
fearless.
He is
He's
fearless,
running
yeah.
right by everyone.
As I say, he's just charged right into the middle of HO, and he's gets headshot there by Emilio.
He needs to survive
principally.
longer. I see what he's trying to do, but you need to
In comes
survive a little
Trimo,
longer.
launched himself at Emilio here to stop him from firing, but actually getting his
Nope, Emilio
poncho
manages
kicked
to
there.
claim his position. Oh, and he helps out
Nietzsche
his
finishes
bro.
off. And it's just been a meat grinder here that Fearless walked into fearlessly. Chris gets a kill off on Truffer though, and it's well, a short-lived run as Watty finishes him off.
Oh,
Resident
is
Evil doing what
the
he
last
can.
one alive?
He is, yeah, nice blocking skills, but He's got to really get some kills here. Wasn't going to do it enough. And Niji showing us why the mace is a sick weapon, knocks down Resident Evil to the ground and finishes them off. What you can even do with the mace, if you knock them down, you can then kick them on the ground and then get another hit off on them, and it's just like the dirtiest thing ever.
Stun locking.
You can knock them down, slash them, then kick them, and then slash them again, and it's just like the dirtiest thing that you can do.
Well, dirty things are happening with these maces, but
Stun locking, is that a MOBA term? That is a MOBA term, isn't it?
what is?
Stun locking, is that what you call it?
Oh, I don't know if it's a MOBA term, but you can stun lock in any game, I think, that allows
Maybe it's like a fighting. It might be like a fighting game term or something like that as well. Yeah.
Could be a fighting game one too. But what were Fearless thinking?
They weren't thinking.
What was Grave thinking? Jesus Almighty, he was twirling like that was some Siege caliber play right there. That's some stuff I do in Siege, but I get respawns. You guys don't.
No, not until next round. And HO do take the 6-5 lead here. Both teams just gambling on the flag. I think, well, it's not working out for them. I feel like it's not working out for either team here. I mean, one team's got to win, but neither of them really doing particularly well
Neither
here.
team is stepping forth and showing themselves as a prominent team. You know, they're just kind of, they're having a good round, then they're lollygagging and getting killed, and then they're throwing themselves into the meat grinder.
Yeah, neither of them really taking control of the match significantly. But that's pretty interesting one. It's a close one at least. 6-5 is the score for Habichtordern.
I love this slapdash affair. Division C is my favorite.
Oh, this is actually an interesting choice here. Something you can see that look at Fearless's class setup. They've gone for 7-inf. They've abandoned their horsemen.
Oh, they're gonna do the same thing, but they're gonna go even harder. If it didn't work the first time, man up, do it again.
Yeah, and this is gonna be hard for.
Oh, this is gonna be glorious for all their inf.
HO can do one thing which Fearless can't. Oh, Fearless! Oh! Fearless Grave just rushes in without any support from his teammates. Gets one kill immediately somehow. Does go down to Nietzsche though. That was a completely insanely reckless move from Grave. They just charged in.
At least he got a kill though. That's what he failed to do last time.
Well, yeah,
HO
I mean,
is doing a surrounding maneuver.
Emilio being the headshot master in this set.
Emilio beautifully positioned in the doorway.
The Jaeger goes down to white noise as well, and the Archer just being too effective, I think, for HO right now. Fearless not being able to deal with them with their 7 infantry setup. Niji brings down Fatal, and Fearless crumbling here for Habichtordern. The Fearless players fighting fearlessly, I think you can say, but just without anything to shut down the Archers. They just don't have really any space to do anything or any time. As we see now, the last player once again Resident Evil, the Archer for Fearless. I don't think it's for him sort of not trying to contribute. I mean, he's not been sitting doing nothing. He's just been staying alive somehow, but he's not been able to do any effective shooting because it's so easy for HO to shut him down. The score goes to 7-5 now.
Does Nietzsche have 8 friggin' kills?
Nietzsche has 8 friggin' kills, and Emilio has 7.
With the mace?
Yeah, they just had a field day right now.
Those are brutal deaths. Those are closed casket, jeez.
The score now, 5-7, or 7-5, if you will, in favour of Habichtordern. Not bad stuff. And yeah, we're going to go into the last set. Fearless have to find a way to pick up some serious kills. I think they could do it. I think Vegas have a bit of an advantage here, but weirdly enough, White Noise went so mace heavy. Saw a few two-handers here come out from Fearless, which I like, but I don't think they really made effective use of them.
Yes, I think if they were going to
Did we even see a single two-handed kill? I don't think we saw a single two-handed kill, to be honest.
If I saw one, I'd be very ecstatic, so no, I did not. But
no, there was a kill, yeah, no, there wasn't one. What do you play in Siege when you play with Saranids? What weapons do you use?
Don't they have the Bardishas? Well, then again, it's
not
Vegas. Siege. The map GK Siege usually adds weapons.
Oh, really?
A lot. of weapon. I think a samurai sword were used for the center. Yeah, they got the awesome
Okay, fair enough.
the samurai sword, which is awesome. It's two-handed.
Okay. Fair enough then.
And the ninja stars. That's also what I use when I play with. You don't have that in native.
No, not in competitive play. No, no ninja stars. I'm sure they would spice things up though.
Oh, they certainly would. But if
Guys, tweet in. Can Fitness bring this back? Can they come back as the Saranoids in this last set?
I don't know, the Maltese called a 9-7 victory, which means they must win 4 now in order for that prophecy to come true. But more than that, if they were going to rock a 7-inf strategy on that map when the flag spawned in the center, I think the only player who actually approached the strategy correctly was Recruit Grave. The most
I
reckless
completely agree.
and
I completely
YOLO
agree.
player of them all, because
You can't take him for not charge.
he tried
Yeah,
to cut
go
him
ahead.
off at a funnel before they could place
Yeah.
archers where they needed them.
I think you're right. If they'd have all gone there, they might have won the round before they had the crossfire set up from HO. So I think you're right. But I think ultimately what should be happening is if they shouldn't be taking 7 infantry. I think it's just a mistake. Even though if they are going to take 7 infantry, they played it the wrong way as well.
It's a horrible thing to say also because I'm rewarding Mr. Grave for the reckless things he's doing.
No, but the thing is, you're right. Like his game sense, or is right, or perhaps he's just fearless, and that's just no idea.
Well, it
what he's
wasn't
doing.
right the previous round, but that round specifically, what he was doing was an example for the team, and they kind of
I agree.
They kind of let him down there.
Or even like if they'd have sat back a bit more and maybe let HO move onto the flag and then charge forward, it would have been better. But as it stood, they just kind of gave HO space to sort of move around them and see where they were, and they just they crossfired them to pieces.
They gave HO way too much, and HO took.
And he did. A bit of a break here before we move to the final set, where the game will be decided. Habichtordern looking solid. I think they can take it. What do you think, Anyman?
At this rate, Habichtordern didn't have it in the bag. Fearless. I don't know. Their turtling strategy didn't work. Their rushing boldly definitely didn't work. What must they do? They gotta strategize. They need some archers.
Well, I think they need to rush boldly, but with their whole team, rather than half their team or one player. I think charging in would work really well. To be honest, HO aren't splitting up that much, but even so, I think a Fitness rush could really just take, it could take care of HO. They don't look too solid. The only players that look really solid for them is like Nietzsche and I guess Amito right now. Amito's been headshotting like crazy. That's something they got to watch out for as well. Perhaps taking
Emilio's been a standout archer.
certainly has. Perhaps taking javelins would work well. They can just throw their javelins at the archers and mess them up that way.
Yep.
Guys, remember you can tweet in
More
at myself,
projectiles.
Captain Lust. Yeah. A little bit of break here as we
Still,
just wait for
yes.
fitters to get ready. Doing the obligatory, just running around killing each other for a couple of rounds. That's cool. I respect that. And if Habichtordern take the win, that's going to be quite significant for them. It's going to mean that they're going to, for the week 3 fixtures, it'll mean that they play against the people that lose from the 3-pointers and the people that win from the 0-pointers, the kind of middle road of the league. And for Fierce, if they lose, it'll mean they're playing against the very bottom, which is cool.
It's a depressing thought when you say it like that.
It is, but it means that maybe they can finally get someone at their ability level, and they can.
HO is
the win.
definitely on their level.
I think so, yeah. But I mean, you got to draw the line somewhere, and I think this is where it's being drawn, right in between
Being
HO
drawn
and Fearless
in
right
the
now.
sand on Sandy Bush. They're having a Beyblade duel in the center.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand what that means. I think they're going to try and spin as much as possible.
No, they're
Hey,
gonna get on
nevertheless,
top of the. I think they want to get on top of the crate
oh, the
and then
bucket.
yeah, on the bucket and then spin around. You know,
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
like top fights.
It's like a Beyblade arena or something. I was Beyblades, I guess, were popular in Germany. Were they popular where you were?
They were, but I never got into the stuff.
No,
I just
not
saw
myself.
I saw kids with the shirts and kids with the toys and the.
And for sort of for kids that like are quite cruel and they don't really care about what they say. Beyblade is a very vulnerable name. I mean, in my school, while I would condemn it, it was just gay blade. Like no one called it anything else.
Really?
Even the people that played it called
Even
it
the
gay
ones that
blade.
enjoyed it were
Yeah.
self-deprecative of their own hobby.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it being gay. Calling it self-deprecation is, if anything, homophobic. But
When kids call it gay blade.
yeah, but I mean, that was what
There
it
ain't
was.
no pride parade, self-identification going on there. Those are
No, not
like
for the. I mean, the thing is, if you're a homosexual Beyblader, you got to envy yourself. That niche,
that
they're
niche,
gonna struggle.
that niche.
Nietzsche with
Yes.
his Nietzsche
That's what
talents.
this match is, beyond good and evil.
Resident Evil is what this match is.
I just love
I
the
never play,
names.
I never played Resident Evil. I don't even know what it is. I
You've
just
never
like
played any of the Resident Evils? Oh
no
my
people like
god.
I like confuse it with Devil May Cry, which I've also never played. I don't know what either of the games really are.
Oh, well,
I
I
understand
think there's
them.
a reason why you would confuse them. Capcom makes both of the games, but
Okay, and they're kind of like Japanese kind of things, and like there's stuff goes on, and it's like big swords, and is that right?
I will state this. The Wii version of Resident Evil 4 is among the best gaming experiences I've ever played.
Oh
Like,
really?
really, it's that good. It's just good. I don't know about anything prior to that or
If you like,
beyond that.
do you go around and open doors and stuff and like kill monsters?
In the old ones, I mean, the series has been around for so long and it's evolved that, yeah, the old ones were like that, but Resident Evil 4 turned the series into more of an action.
Well, I got to pick myself up a Wii, and I got to play this best game, one of the best gaming
I
experiences
think it's
ever.
on PC too, dude, so
Oh
you
really?
ain't got no excuse, yeah. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. Screw the Wii then.
Play 4. 5's kind of
Okay.
alright.
But right now, it's all about warband, and we have both teams rushing into the low road right now. What's going to happen? White Noise
Oh,
moving
we're
up the
back in
stairs.
this?
But he's going to be met by back in this, I believe, with life. Fearless has lost a player. I think Kuru's abandoned them in their hour of need. I'm pretty sure it's live as well.
Not
So
in
it's
their hour of need, they need you.
unfortunate as Resident Evil is the first casualty as well. HO taking that advantage here, and they've already got the extra player.
Oh, the
It's Fearless to drop
horror.
one.
Oh, Nietzsche with
Oh,
the
Nietzsche with
jump
the
slice!
Crazy jump slash, yeah, brings out the Jager. Wonderful stuff. And Fearless just look. They look like a broken team right now. 8
I
against
mean, they
4.
had a member abandon them.
This could be a whitewash this round. It's a shame because Fierce added so many players to the roster tonight. Chris Paul's a comeback against Nietzsche. There's some fights spread out to them. 4 against 7. It can be done. Fierce, what can we see from them? Not much. Grave and Destiny go down to Noise and Truffle respectively. Chris just backing off, hitting that SK, trying to do what he can. Fatal picks up a kill on a meter. That's a pretty important one,
Fatal's
but
still
against 6
trying to get a
players,
shot off with his
what
bow.
can he
You
do?
ain't gonna get one. You'll receive
Gets
a
shot by
shot,
White
though.
Noise. Yeah, and then gets nailed by Quotey. Bring it to 8-5, unless Fierce can find an extra player or some kind of fighting spirit here. Habichtordern going to run away with this. Going into the last round right now. H are making good use of the standard axes here. Fearless seem lost. They've got 4.
Fearless have no
inf.
one in the wings to replace the player that dropped.
Well, they had players, but I don't know. They've disappeared. Fierce perhaps having a few organizational issues. I think both these teams are having some organizational problems. I mean, when you're adding 4 players on a match day to your roster, I think there's something going on that is
Are
not
the
right.
recruits rebelling?
Fatal's left. Could be a rage quit, but maybe not. Perhaps a crash,
Let's
and that's
not
just
attribute malice. Where?
well, that's the knife that's gonna cut the throat of Fierce there. I think with these 6 players, HR are gonna finish them off, and It's an unfortunate end for Fearless here.
Where have their players gone? Where have their resolve? What? Look at their namesake. They still got some recruits.
They're not living up to it at all right now. Fearless gonna hold the graveyard.
Possibly recruit Grave and recruit Chris are wondering what they've signed themselves up for. They're consigned to a grisly fate here in the graveyard.
Be abandoned by the recruits, that what you're saying. Emilio shoots Resident Evil in the head, doesn't kill him. The arrow bounces off his face, but bloodies up, something horrible. And Resident Evil, with not much health left. Also, we've got Diego as well.
Emilio might get a good little kill here around the corner.
I think you're right.
Oh my god, look at him tumble. Oh
Panda
my
picks him off.
god, he's still going. His arms flailing about. Grave just witnessed it. He walks over the body. Oh, in the corner, another one. Oh, they got left to guide him or their recruits.
That is, I'm sorry, that was a appalling archer dueling here there from Fearless. Like, it was just terrible. They've got 4 imp left now because their archer just popped out and they didn't get a single shot on HO.
Do it, Fearless, go! Go, rush
They're going to charge out. Emilio shooting them from the right.
All together now.
Panda shooting them from the front, and a big heap load of... You get the first kill from Quoti.
Oh, Fearless are going to bring it back. The recruits.
Spirit, they do what they can, but I think it's going to work out for them.
Oh my
White
god,
Noise,
the
Emilio,
recruit got
Nietzsche,
stabbed by a man not even looking at him.
And he's going to go down to the bamboo thrust in the back, that big grass spear. Going to take him down. And we move into the post-game now, because Habichtordern take it 9-5. Not what I expected.
Fearless could have brought that back. That was a terrible ending for him. A humorous one, but...
Yeah, it was a bit of a sad ending for that match, and well, there you have it. HO, take the win.
Fearless have the balls, but not the talent.
All the players, apparently.
Nor the players either. Hey, the recruits, they're gonna get promoted real quick because there's a lack of members now.
Yeah, indeed.
There's empty spots to fill. Wow.
We go to the post game now. 9-5 the final score, and I want to try and bring in White Noise for an interview. And we have a new interview screen here as well, which we'll bring up once someone comes in.
Who are we bringing?
It's going to be HO White Noise.
I shall not lie. I don't think I remember seeing that. Oh, yes. Okay. He was an archer.
I think White Noise is going to come along in a sec. Might just finish off this last round as well. I'm not sure. But I think Fearless showed some pretty good play there, but in certain rounds at least. But towards the end, they're just losing players. HO finished them off, and I feel like, I mean, their approach and strategy around the flags it was kind of all wrong. And last 2 rounds actually go to HO, who take the final score of 11-5. Actually a pretty one-sided scoreline in the end. White Noise should be along pretty soon, and we'll bring him in for the interview.
And it didn't have to be that way. Why would Fearless?
Well, let's ask White Noise and bring him in right now because he's in the team speak.
User was moved to your channel.